Hello everyone, this is Darius Young and welcome to Modeling Sonic the Hedgehog Part 6. In this part we're going to go over how to do Sonic's tail and then we'll make his hands. Now I have a question to you all before we get started. Did anyone watch my video I posted about Dragon Ball Z or Naruto? If not, that's cool. If so, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments of that video. So far, I think I only have one comment on it, and I would really just like you all to comment more, in general, to give me more feedback, because I don't know how I'm doing if I just get a bunch of, maybe people are watching it for 2 seconds saying, man, this guy's garbage, or maybe they really like it, but I don't know, I don't know how to improve my videos without feedback. So if you all could please comment more, that would be awesome. But enough of that, let's get to the tail first, because I feel like that'll be easier than the hands. So hit 3 on your number pad to go on the right view. Now, first thing I see is problems with the legs. They're a bit not right. So that's what we're gonna do for that. Control, select the vertice on the sock by right clicking it. I'm in wireframe mode, so just hit Z to go into wireframe mode, and hit Control L and then H, so just to hide the sock, so that we can get to these bottom vertices down here. Now hit B, box select these two at the bottom, and hit G, grab, just move those over. A to deselect, B to box select, click and drag, and then hit G to move it over. That's nice. And select this vertex with right click, shift, and select this one, and start to move that over. Basically just doing this for the whole this side of the leg. So I think to make this easier, just hit B for box select and click and drag, select all the way down here, do the same thing about right there, and then just hit G and move it over. Reduce that. If you have proportional editing turned on, just use your mouse scroll wheel, and you can scroll it up or scroll it down to affect the influence of it. Okay, so that's good in that view. In this view, we're still terrible. And when I say terrible, I mean horrible terrible, but we'll fix it. So next, just want to select that vertex there with right click, hit G to grab, and up our influence a little bit and move that there, and I'm happy with it. I have no more complaints. Hold Alt and right click, select that loop of vertices, and I just want to move that up. Then doing the same thing except holding shift, select these, select the ring of a whole bunch of vertices down there, then hit B to box select to get the rest of these. Then where the green box is on the green arrow, just move it. Make sure you're in the side view, so hit 3 on the number pad. And then bam. That's good, that's good. Then you want to do some editing over here, so hit B to box select, click and drag over there. Move it. I usually use the arrow for that one, B to box select. I can't speak today. And okay, so that just made me feel better. So now he has some thicker legs, and I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, I have to straighten this out, but it's okay. So now for the tail, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so select these vertices here, 3 on the. So after you have all 4 of these, 4 of these vertices selected, and make sure clipping is turned on your mirror modifier, hit 3 on the number pad, then hit E to extrude. About right there, hit S to scale, left click, G to grab, Set Control 1 on your number pad and use this red arrow to move that in. And the tail's pretty basic. Now we just have to add the loops in here to, you know, give it some form. And to do that, all we need to do is, you know, hit Control R, 3 loop, and let me do that again so y'all can see it. Control R, your mouse wheel, make 3 purple lines. Left click once, left click again, you're done. So just hit B and just use your middle mouse button to click and drag these to get rid of them because we don't want them selected. We just want the top one selected. Then use the blue arrow, move them down like so. Let's make it look beautiful. You know, just move vertices around by, you know, right clicking G to move, or use the arrows if you like. There's so many ways to create characters in Blender. You know, there's no one way. And that's with any 3D modeling software. There's no one way to do things. You can make characters all types of ways. Just whatever way you prefer. And well, that's as good a tale as if I've ever seen one. So that is Sonic's tale. And yes, I did say Sonic, not Sonic. His name is Sonic now. Why? Because I told him that his name was Sonic and he went with it. I just want to make it a bit more, you know, accurate with the front view. So let's just G to grab that edge or that vertex right there and move it. Same with this one and this one. Perfecto. And that's good. That's really good. Okay. So now for his hands. So for his hands, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I have no clue. Well, let's look at the reference image. So, okay, I'm formulating a plan in my mind, my brain mind. If that made any sense. I didn't think it did, but or whatever. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Right click a vertex here, hit Control L, and hit 3, and then hit R, and then type in 90, and then hit enter. That's good. So now that we have this line in the middle, just rotate it a little bit more. Line in the middle right there, that's what we wanted. And now, what I'm going to do next is make faces. So just select these 2 vertices right here, hit F, and then F. It's yellow, don't worry, it doesn't matter. What I do want you to do though is hit E once to go in, and then E again to go out. And there we go. So you're thinking, what the heck? That's not a hand. And you're right, it's not a hand. But it will be in like a few seconds. So after you've done that, what I want you to do is select that vertex there, hit shift, right click, select all those on this side, and then do the same thing on the opposite side. With the green arrow, no, not the arrow, but you know, the box, just click. Actually, no, hit E, right click, Alt O to turn off proportional editing if you have it on, and if you don't, then don't hit Alt O. Then scale it out like so. So now you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for fingers. Now this is like it's kind of like going up like a hill, and that's not how your hand moves, or in this case Sonic's hand moves, or you know, works at all. So before we fix that, I just want to select all these vertices up top, and we keep those on the side selected. Select all those, hit Z, select this one, nope. This one, nope. There we go. 2, there we go. So select this whole thing, and then just move it out. Kablam. And then select that ring, we can move that. No. Select this. We can move that in. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now to flatten that out, just select the, this entire plane. We can make it easier with face select. So just right click. And the face selecting is it's right down here. So just left click one of these dots in the faces, and you can select the face. Okay, then hit S, Z, and then 0. So that flattened the top out. Now I'll do the same thing for the bottom. SZ 0. Kablam. There were no guns fired in the making of this video. Okay. Now, for the fingers. Fingers are pretty simplistic. Just hit E, extrude. We have one finger. They're not going to be lame fingers. I'm actually going to add, divisions in them. I'm just forming the shapes right now. In fact, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's just focus on this one, and then we can duplicate it to the rest. So, in order to do that, I need to get rid of these faces. So, shift and select the rest of those, hit X, and then faces. So now we're cool. Go back into vertex mode. You can do that by clicking down here, or hitting Control Tab in edit mode, and then, selecting one of these. So, now I just want to hit Control R. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, we just need 2. Bam, there we go. That's beautiful. Looks beautiful. So now that's his index finger. Okay. Now his fingers don't really look like, they have any. In the reference image, they don't look like much. The fingers anyway. So the fingers don't have to be, that accurate with the reference image. It doesn't matter to me. But they do kind of like go on the hill, like I can see that. So we can kind of form that shape, to stay true to it at least. So just want to select these, top and bottom. Same with these. Hit 3, and let's just move that up. Like so. And then we can move this up with it. Except not that much, So now it's kind of like a hill. And so since his fingers don't really have much definition in the reference, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my personal touch to it, just so that it'll be easier to deform or re-rig him. So just add a loop here, move it closer, loop here, move it closer, add a loop here, move it closer, and then here, move it closer. Why did I do that? I did that because it helps his fingers bend easier when you rig him. Yeah. Not much work to be done on the hands. You don't have to make them look realistic. They're Sonic hands. What's realistic about Sonic hands? So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select this side too. Hit Z, not Z, wow. Hit 7 on the number pad. Hit Shift D and duplicate that. It's about right there. Use the red arrow to scale it up because this is the middle finger. And the middle finger is significantly longer than the index. Oh yeah. So then I want to merge these faces. So just shift select both of these and then hit Alt M. And then hit merge at center. So I'm going to do that again. Select this one, right click select this one, hit Alt M at center. Then just make faces. F. That's blue. It doesn't matter. We're going to color the whole thing white again. F. Then over here, so you can select that loop by hitting Alt and right click and then F. So there we have the first 2 fingers done. And because it is bugging me that they're changing different colors right now. So what I'm going to do is hit Control L, select the whole thing, and then hit assign. There we go. And now the whole thing is back to being white, like it should be. Okay. Now, we do the same thing over here. Whoops. Wow. Just duplicate that. You know what? Let's just say, just to save time, I'm just going to duplicate this one. Scale it down because this is the ring finger. It's not as tall as the middle finger, but not, but it is still, you know, bigger than the, or longer than the index. And then the pinky finger, which is the shortest of them all. Wow, it's not that short. Stop it. You bum. Work for me. Okay. It's working. I did not call Blender a bum, though I kind of did, because it's being a bum sometimes. Feel free to call Blender a bum, because Blender can be a bum sometimes, but you know, when it's not acting up, it's awesome. It's not a bum. It's your friend. So then just select those four and hit F. Same thing with these ones. Select all those, hit F to just make it clear. If I just not do it in wireframe. Select these four. You know how to select. Then hit F, and then select this ring with Alt and right click, and then hit F. I want the tutorials to like progress with you all, so as you all continue on the tutorial, notice I get faster. I get faster because you know, this is how I know that, you know, you all are practicing the keyboard shortcuts and everything. You know how to select multiple vertices, and you know how to make faces with F, and you know how to do all that. So I hope, you know, I hope I'm not moving too fast and I'm losing people, but I also hope I'm not moving too slow for all the people that, you know, get stuff quick. And then I can actually make this a lot easier. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. So just select those two and then hit F, then F again, and then F one more time, and then our life is so much easier. So I can't believe I didn't think of that. Wow. I really feel dumb right now. Wow. Okay. So I'm just hit Z, wireframe, go in there, and then use the red arrow, move that down. Then, you know, just move it in like so. Just to make that better. And then just want to move that over there. And so his hands are pretty much done, but you notice a key part missing from the hands. What is that, Darius? I have no idea. It's the thumb. Dun dun dun. So well promoted. Anyway, so what I want to do is a G and move that down to give that, you know, indication that that's going to be the thumb area. Now, how? It's not a question of how to make the thumb. It's a question of where to put it, because the thumb can be placed in several of those fine squares there. Just want to move that down. I'm actually going to keep this selected, as we are going to make the thumb with it. So hit Shift D for duplicate. Hit R twice to do that. Wait, no. Shrink it before you do that. Then hit R twice. You shrunk it by, you know, clicking the red box on the red arrow. And then, you know, so hit R twice, move it like so. And G, then just gonna move that out this way. And we are in a predicament, people, because I straight up don't know where to put. Oh yeah, hit Alt S to make it thicker than the other fingers. I straight up don't know where I'm gonna put it, just because it could mess up. I know where to put it. I figured it out. Okay, you're gonna put it right here. So just select all those X faces. Select these, and then select these. Hit Control E, and go to Bridge as Loops, and then click it, and then there we go. That's the thumb. The thumb has been made, and then we're just gonna adjust it more to fit properly. And I figured it out. You want to keep your thumb's vertices consistent with your fingers. And what I mean by that is the following. If I were to add a edge loop through these by hitting Control R, you see that the edge loop goes through all of the fingers here. and that is ideal for texturing or UV unwrapping the fingers. You just have an edge that you can go to and just select the edge, then hit Control E, and then so just hit Control E and then mark seam, and now you have a nice scene there that you can go back to for editing in the future, which is awesome. It's what you want. But I'm not doing UV texturing because UV texturing is evil. Oh god, I can't stand UV texturing. To those people who are really good at UV texturing, my hat is off to you. Like, just, I tip my hat in your presence, people. I mean, give me, if you all know like some good texture tutorials, please let me know where they are so I can watch them, because I want to learn how to do texturing, but at the same time, it's such a hassle. But enough of my rant. That's the hand. I'm going to get rid of this, so hit X, and then go to edge loops, and there we go. So we have his Mickey Mouse glove hands. Sonic is basically a carbon copy of Mickey Mouse. You know that, right? You know that, right? Anyway, so we have the character. Basically, he's almost done, except for one crucial thing: the face. So, because of that, these tutorials will go on longer. I guess I didn't need to say that because we're trying to finish the whole thing. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This is part 7 of modeling Sonic the Gloves. And I will see you all in, no, not 7, wow, part 6. And I will see you all in part 7 when we model the bottom part of his face. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.